Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, and purchases off the wish list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. I'm very bundled. It's been snowing. It's starting to melt though. But I don't know about you, depending on where you are when you're coming across this video and all of that. But the snow that we just had, it felt very magical. It felt very magical. So, and I think that this is bringing in, it's like, it brought in a shift, collective. It brought in a shift, one that may be associated with some sort of freedom from something. It's like you're stepping, there's an energy of stepping out of this like wounded warrior type of energy. Type and stepping further into some sort of like freedom. Okay, so there's been some sort of veil that's been removed, some sort of further alignment I'm hearing. Okay, but yeah, this snow was very magical. Yeah, because there's been an opportunity for you to honor your authenticity. Kind of stand 10 toes down against maybe some sort of like wolf, if you will, right? Yeah, and the thing is, especially with this, okay, so see how she's like, faced off with this wolf. I just get this feeling, and I'm kind of covered in goosebumps right now, where it's like, and see how on this, like, the crane, right, where it's like she's being dragged away. There's something where you stood 10 toes down, okay? In a situation where somebody maybe was trying to freeze you out, or somebody, some sort of like staring contest or something like that. And it's like you really, like, I heard you made this person cower. Okay. So you made this person cower, and it's almost like this energy of wanting to make sure that something is taken care of or something like that. And the divine's like, nah, you've done enough there. It's time to go. So there's something that you really stood, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to say that you like overstayed your welcome, because I don't think it was that, but I do feel like there was something where you maybe it's like there was a battle that was over, right? Energetically, spiritually, emotionally, something like that. And it's like this energy of like, I just want to make sure that it's over, right? I don't want to turn my back and get sucker punched type of energy here. And it's like there's something where the divine is like coming through and saying like, it's really over, you can come with us now, right? Like there's this wolf is coward, they're turning around, you know what I mean, they're walking away here. Yeah. And now you're being brought to like kind of coming out of what I feel like is like the cold, right? Into like energetically or like spiritually like warmer, kind of peaceful. Again, this is exactly what it feels like, right? Stepping out of, see how here, right? She's I put my armor on and show you how, what does she say? And show you how strong I am, right? There's something like that, right? And the divine's like, listen, honey, everybody knows that you're strong. Everybody knows that you're strong. That wolf is actually very terrified of you and will not come a step closer, right? But this is like, there could have been some sort of like intimidation that was going on or something like that, right? But it was false, and you're being brought into this place where you can rest, right? See how she's sitting. There's abundance all around her. She's being kind to this bat that's ginormous, or something about maybe like a pet or an animal, maybe getting some sort of new something like that here, right? But you're being brought into a space or into a time where it's like you don't have to prove yourself, is what it feels like. And I think that a lot of times when we feel like we need to prove ourselves, that's something that's internal. But I have this feeling where it was like there were energies outside of you or energies around you that were like, like I said, like intimidating or antagonizing or that type of energy. Like I'm kind of getting this energy of like a bunch of wolves like surrounding someone, and seeing if they can like scare them away type of energy. And I get this feeling that one by one, right, you stood 10 toes down. And I'm kind of hearing the noise of like a wounded dog, right? Arr! Like, and going away here. So there's something about that, right? Yeah, withstanding the test of time. And there's almost like this energy where I feel like these wolves, right? It could be a community people, or like I said, this outside energy is like knowing that, like keeping you here, right? In this ice cold energy or this ice cold environment, is like keeping you from doing something else, right? It's keeping you from, like, if you're in your armor and you're standing here, feeling like you have to protect yourself and whatever else from us, right? Oh, well, then you're not doing all the other things that you're supposed to be doing. And I think that that was a big goal too here, right? But there is something about, when you are brought into this warmer or abundant time, or this kind of freedom type of energy here, okay? um it's almost like all the things that they were trying to keep you from, it's like, I don't want to say that they're taken care of, but it seems like it's like things kind of really get handled, um quickly and easily here. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like recently there is this energy of like being shown. It's kind of like the ghosts of Christmas past. You know what I mean? There's something about, taking a look into the past in some type of way, to a time where you may have not been able to, like, withstand something like you've recently done here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about this for the collective here. I get this feeling that, like, there's something about something melting. There's like a new world underneath something, right? I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, say for instance, you just experienced the snow that I experienced, right? The snow brought in this magical energy, this transformation, and it's like but I know that in a couple days it's supposed to warm back up, right? It's like, but underneath that snow, there's something that wasn't there before. There's something that is like new that is forming, or there's like, yeah, there's something very significant here. Okay, tell me more about this. Yeah, this is all like, I feel like right now it really honestly feels like this is all energetic. You can feel it. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Cups. Exactly. Exactly. This is like, see, like this Queen of Swords, right? Shit. One, she's an owl. Right? Owls are very wise. They can see in the dark, that type of energy. And that's what I think is significant here is, and also she has her eyes closed. So this is like, just there's this knowing, right, that the wheel is spinning, okay, and that the divine is bringing you to this, 10 of cups, this much happier time. um Something's been taking quite a while here. Yeah, something that I feel like with the Sun card, right? You had some sort of clarity with the Three of Wands about something that's coming in for you, and something, it's like shifting from the Three of Wands of like waiting for these ships to come in, right? To this Eight of Wands of things really moving here. I'm hearing that somebody has some sort of plan here for you, okay? And I'm not sure what this entails, or even, I don't, obviously this is collective, so I don't know that this is going to be for everyone, but there is someone that is planning something for you. You may be trying to figure out what it is. There's something that you could also be trying to figure out, and I highly suggest that you just allow the divine to show you whatever this is in divine timing, because there's something about placing your own expectations that could create limitations around this, like, um, new freedom here. I also feel like, too, somebody's been getting some sort of readings here about you. Yeah. There's just somebody that's like thinking about you here. They may be thinking about reaching out. This person, they feel like they are thinking about you and they feel like they want to reach out. They feel like something came between you and them, and they may have some regrets here. Okay. They may tell you about this. On the other hand, someone else may stop communicating because there's this energy of like not wanting to hold you back. Yeah, the Hermit coming out here. Somebody may pull back their energy. I think this would be, it's like, yeah, sorry, I didn't finish that thought. For those that, I understand that sometimes I start a thought and I don't finish it. We can thank our good friend ADHD for that. But also too, when I'm channeling, if something comes through and then it just goes away, it's because it's not meant to be said. And also, I tend to fill things, right? Sometimes I'll start to say something, I really have nothing to say. So, if you don't like that, I do apologize. I'm just being myself. And, but anyways, no, there's definitely someone who may pull back their energy, right? This would be someone who either feels like, um, I don't know, that I kind of get this feeling it's like they see something, they see you kind of heading towards something in your life. I don't know, it feels like they don't want to interrupt, but there is also someone too who maybe feels like they're not getting, they could feel like they missed an opportunity with you. They may pull back here, or they feel like they're not getting what it is that they wanted out of this situation. Okay. Um, that's a blessing. Okay. If somebody's pulling back because there's like, yeah, that's definitely a blessing here. For a lot of you, there is a lot of energy that's being like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are maybe wanting to come talk to you or focus on you. It doesn't have to be a lot, but I get this feeling that they're actually being held back here, okay? Because there's something that, like I said, that the divine's bringing through here for you. Yeah. I get this sense that it's like right now is a good time to really be like focused on whatever it is that you're creating, right? Tending to the garden. We have the Queen of Swords coming out again here. So you're seeing things very clearly, okay? You're moving forward. You're letting go of things. Um, Yeah, and if something's taking a long time, that's an illusion. There's some sort of like internal blockage with that. Could be associated with this Four Cups energy. Okay, so the Hermit, the Four Cups, the Four of Wands, right? So this is kind of like going within on some sort of, when it comes to security, stability, you know, that type of energy. I'm feeling big, like root chakra energy, healing some sort of root chakra. Okay. Um, yeah, the Sun, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Again, the Knight of Pentacles being slow with the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Anything else for the collective here? Anything else? Yeah, somebody's, again, I feel like somebody's going to quit talking to you, or they're going to pull back or something, because it's like they're wanting something and they're not getting it. Okay? So it's like they're just going to change their plan. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're going to end some sort of collaboration here. Okay? There's two people that are working together, two masculines that may surprise you, the fact that they're working together here. They met in the past at some point. Essentially, like I said, I feel like the biggest part of this message is that it could have been like you felt like you were surrounded by a bunch of wolves here recently, okay? But I feel like they're all like kind of scared at this point. And you're being brought into this, like, I heard new existence, right? So some type of new era is getting ready to start for you, okay? A big thing I've been feeling as far as like spiritually, right? You know, there's a lot of people that are going from, you know, they're initiating into like a maiden, or the maidens you know, transitioning into the mother, and the mother is transitioning into the crone type energy, right? There's like some sort of like energetic, it's like, you know, level up here. Okay, so there's something happening here, and with you personally. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So, any hoosers. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Yeah, man, there's somebody, I feel like they have feelings for you, but it's like they're juggling on whether or not they want to commit to you or compete with you, which is really fucking weird. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, all right, my darlings. This is what I have for you. I hope this is helpful. I love you so much. We'll see you next time.